Grace and Truth Books. We're here with author Lynne Tagawa to talk about her book, The Shenandoah Road, which is about the Great Awakening of the 18th century. So thanks for visiting with us about the book, Lynne.
Thank you, Dennis.
Who is this book written for?
Well, I had a couple different groups in mind. Just people like myself who enjoy history and especially the great revivals of the church. I also had in mind young people, like my students who study various aspects of American history, and I wanted to make it come to life. What was it like to live back then?
So there are a lot of different eras of American history you could have written about. What do you think inspired you to choose this one?
Well, a couple of things. Mainly, this period of time is rarely talked about or written about. You'll find just oogles of books on World War II, on the Revolutionary
That's
War. You'll find books on the Civil War, and yet hardly anything on the Great Awakening, that period of time around the 1730s and 40s. And so I thought, well, I'll take on that project.
Yeah, and arguably as much or more transformative to American culture than even any given war.
Yes.
Certainly. So, wow, well, that's great. Tell us a bit about some of the characters in this book.
I have both real characters and fictional characters. My main two fictional characters are a young Scots-Irish frontiersman and a young lady from Boston who has moved to Philadelphia with her family, and so we get to see the cultures and the differences between them as they meet, and there's a courtship, marriage, and so one of the elements of my book is the diversity of cultures in the colonial period.
That's great. Well, my wife Naomi really enjoyed reading it. So anything else you want to tell us about this book or other things you're working on right now?
I'm working on a sequel I'm really excited about that takes place with the same family, fictional family, about 10, 15 years later during the time of the French and Indian War. And one of my characters is a Shawnee Indian to give the balance of point of view between the two sides of that conflict. I'm also in communication with a narrator who's doing my audiobook for the Shenandoah Road, and that will come out in a few months. So I'm really excited about that. My narrator lives in Virginia and has driven through the Shenandoah Road Shenandoah Valley many times. And so he can see those places and can identify very much with the story.
That's great. Well, thanks for visiting with us about this. And once again, it's the Shenandoah Road. This is available at Grace and Truth Books and several other booksellers.